In January of this year, I decided for some unknown reason to start a series of drawings. I'm not sure at this point, 8 months later, why I decided to do it, but I wager it was a bit of a personal challenge. I wanted to see if I could do it, if I could stick to something for that long. I landed on robots for my series, and decided that I would draw 100 of them. In my excitement, I figured I would try to do one a day, post them to Instagram, and by the beginning of April, have my 100 done. Well, life happens. I strayed from my original, perhaps too impulsively decided upon daily routine. But I kept with the robots. At certain points, I took a week off from their execution, but invariably, I kept moving forward with them. And on July 6th, I completed the 100th robot. So what did I get out of it, other than 100 robot drawings? Was it a success? Would I do it again? And perhaps the question that gnawed at me the most, what do I do now? To be honest, when I completed that 100th robot, I felt both a sense of satisfaction and relief. I was excited to be done, to have finished a thing I set out to do. There was a sense of pride, the same sense that comes with setting out to accomplish a task that will require many days and hours of dedication. But there was also a sense of sadness, a sense of what now? That I did not expect. I spent the next day or two trying to figure out whether I would keep going with the robots or maybe I would start something different. Dragons, perhaps? Smogist is nearly upon us, a month-long drawing challenge with daily dragons. Maybe I should start working ahead on Inktober stuff, but the prompts won't be released until a month prior to October. So I didn't draw for a day or two. And that's fine. Sometimes when you finish something large scale, you need a tiny break. A time to address your personal thoughts and feelings concerning the project, or maybe just life in general. Rather accidentally, I continued on with the robots. This didn't happen with any specific intention, I just sat down to draw and made a grumpy robot the next time that I sat down. Unconsciously, I said to myself, well, I guess we're just going to keep going with these robots. But right now, at least, it's less of a dedicated forward momentum thing and more of a, I like drawing robots, and so I will continue to do so. As an aside, for the time being, I am doing Smogist. I am recording this on August 1st, 2024, so that will take care of me for a month, and then September 1st I will have Inktober prompts and start working on them. So I'm booked with drawings through the end of October, at which point then I will really start dedicating myself to my children's book. So yay, I've got things for the next little while. But back to the series. What did I get out of it, and what are the takeaways? Well, first of all, it was just fun. It gave me a concrete thing to keep coming back to, something enjoyable and explorative. I set it up so that I didn't have the need or requirement to make each drawing huge or beautiful. Some of them I frankly don't like, but I had the freedom to exist in that space. I grew tremendously. My skills and my bravery, I was more able and willing to dive into scary or difficult perspectives and angles, even scenes, which I've often stayed away from due to their perceived difficulty and a fear that I might mess them up. My robots also improved. The drawings at the beginning of the series versus the end are staggeringly different. The whole process was interesting to watch. Drawing an arm on Robot 1 and then a similar one on Robot 7, 33, 45, and so on, by the end, I felt comfortable making the mechanical parts and twisting them in three-dimensional space. Now, I've still got a lot of growth before me, but one of the most beneficial things for my mental state is knowing that progress is happening, that I am getting better, can get better. I'm not too old to grow. I'm not focusing on the wrong things. I am improving, and that forward motion is often all I need to keep moving forward. So this is my robot series, at least robots 1 through 100. If you've never thought about or committed to doing something like this, at least consider it. The process was long, but the results were fun, exciting, and the growth was palpable. Let me know in the comments below, what would you do a series of if you decided to? And then maybe, just maybe, jump into that series. I'll leave you with this, a slideshow of all 100 of these little guys. As always, thank you for listening and watching, and I hope that this was beneficial to you. Have a good one, y'all. See you soon.